My metric number is 14-SP19F1002.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Adil Husaini bin Ruslin. My metric number is 14-SP19F1013.
Hi, my name is Arisha Suhada binti Razali. My metric number is 14-SP19F1010.
Hi, my name is Nur Hadi Shazwana binti Abdul Hadi and my metric number is 14-DSP19F1001.
Child marriage is a marriage or similar union, formal or informal, between a child under a certain age, typical age 18, and an adult or another child. The vast majority of child marriage are between a girl and man and are rooted in gender inequality. Even where the age is set at 18 years, cultural tradition may override legislation and many jurisdictions permit early marriage with parental consent or in special circumstances such as teenage pregnancy. Child marriage violates the right of children and has widespread and long-term consequences for child brides and child grooms. So next, I would like to talk about the factor of child marriage. First is low household income and poverty. Second, lack of access to sexual and reproductive health. Third, lack of access to education and poor school attendance. Fourth, social norm that condone child marriage and stigma. And the last one is law that provide for marriage under the age of 18.
So for the effect of child marriage, there are 4 effects. The first one is married girls are more vulnerable to domestic violence. The second one is experience violence, abuse and forced sexual relation due to unequal power relationship. And the third one is the child bride suffer from high risk of obstetric complication, pregnancy, induced hypertension. And the last one for the effect of child marriage is negatively affect the Malaysian economy and can lead to an intergenerational cycle of poverty. For the statistic, child marriage in Malaysia, child marriage occur in urban or rural setting across all states in Malaysia throughout all ethnic and religious community. Both boy and girl are affected by child marriage in Malaysia, but the impact on girls is greater. 19% of children who were married in 2018 were girls. There was 4 religions in Malaysia, which is Bumiputra, Chinese, Indian and the others. So this statistic include Muslim and non-Muslim. For the girl Muslim, the total overall is 1072 and the boy 170. And for the non-Muslim is 293 for the girl and 21 for the boy.
I will present about chart slide of child marriage, section 8. First chart is about the understanding about child marriage. Most of respondents choose child marriage refers to any formal marriage or informal union between a child under the age of 18 and an adult or another child, which are 61.9% rather than the other option, which are 38.1% of chosen. Second chart is about the understanding of why do child marriage happen in Malaysia. Most of respondents choose laws that provide for marriage under the age of 18, which are 52.4% respondent rather than the other option, which are 38% of younger wives are considered to be more obedient and 14.3% of lack of access to education and poor school attendance of choices. Next chart is the choice of child marriage were common in Malaysia or not. Most respondents choose yes, which are 61.9% respondent, rather than the other option, which are 38.1% of no answer. Next check is about the understanding of negative effect of child marriage. Most of respondents choose married children suffer disrupted emotional and psychological development, which are 52.4% respondent, rather than the other option, which are 33.3% of high-risk violence, exploitation, and abuse, and 14.3% of marriage will never protect us from violence, particularly in times of crisis or insecurity. Questions answer. Last check is about Malaysia minimum age to marry. Most of respondents choose minimum 16 until 18, which are 66.7% respondent, rather than the other option, which are 33.3% of minimum 20 until 25. Questions answered.
The chart slide of child marriage on section B has 4 points. The first point is set minimum age of marriage at 18 for boys and girls in civil laws, Islamic family laws, and customary laws. Respondent can choose one answer from 2 points of this question, which are agree and disagree. Most of respondents choose agree, which are 66.7%, rather than the other option, which are 33.3% of disagree. Next point is make secondary schooling up to Form 5 compulsory for all children. Respondent can choose one answer from 2 points of this question, which are agree and disagree. Most respondents choose agree, which are 18%, rather than the other option, which are 20% of disagree. Third point is parenting is a must to avoid child marriage. Respondent can choose one answer from 2 points of this question, which are agree and disagree. Most of respondents choose agree, which are 85.7%, rather than the other option, which are 40.3% of disagree. Last point of section B is change the law of child marriage in Malaysia. Most of respondents choose agree, which are 19%, rather than the other option, which are 10% of disagree. Conclusion: the issue of child marriage should not be downplayed by any party, irrespective of race and creed. The interest and welfare of the children should be the paramount consideration before a Sharia court judge gives his written consent to permit the marriage solemnization, so as to avoid from any occurrence of marital abuse among innocent and vulnerable children.